Hey everybody, welcome back to Al Puglisi Trains, another exciting episode. And this is a progress episode on the Pugsburg Railroad. And you're looking at the old city of Pugsburg here. And you're going to notice that all the skyscrapers that were in front of the old city, well, they're not there anymore. I had to get them out of the way. They have been moved over to the expanded area of Pugsburg we're going to talk about in this video, and this is not where they're going to be placed. They're just simply sitting here waiting to be repositioned. And this big this area here, which is about 10 by 10 feet, we're going to talk about it, and these buildings are just sitting here. They are not going to be placed here. They're just sitting here. So let's talk about it. I'm not one for making 3D diagrams or computer drawings or fancy drawings. I don't know how to do that, and maybe one day I'll take the time to learn, but right now I'm okay with sketching things out for you folks. And this is the old city of Pugsburg that we were just looking at, and there's the doorway, and then the skyscrapers that were there are going to go back there, and they are going to expand into the addition, and the skyscraper wall will essentially expand all the way around 3/4. And this large area will house some staging yards and will house some areas where perhaps the B&O station can be placed where it can breathe. And there'll be room to stage trains. This will be a large industrial area here, and the 2-track main line will enter here and exit here. So they will not be making a full turnaround in the old city of Pugsburg. They're going to be making their turnaround inside the addition, hidden. It'll be much nicer, free up congestion, and give more space to expand the city of Pugsburg. So the turnaround track is completely gone out of the old city of Pugsburg, and these buildings are just going to have to be replaced in different areas. You can see the main line down below, this big red old power plant that's being converted into a condos and entertainment area similar to the old power plant in Baltimore. This was inspired by a building George Sellios built, and I made a inspired version of it for Pugsburg. Anyway, I haven't ballasted the track there yet, but instead of turning around in Pugsburg, it comes out of the addition, makes a clean shot, goes through the ghetto. Let me show you the ghetto. Well, the ghetto sits above these, below these big buildings. And it's pretty seedy, and it's where the main line exits, and there's prostitution, there's crime, there's smuggling of God knows what. Batman and Robin hang out down there, the police are down there, there's dogs down there, there's prostitutes down there, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the ghetto as the trains leave the ghetto on their way into entering the countryside. Trains leave the ghetto and pull out on the main line, entering the countryside of the layout, journeying out of the city and into the countrified portion of the railroad. Let me show you what covers up this opening. Now, these open cuts will be camouflaged with nice stone walls and tunnel portals. Let me show you what sits here. This is a Harry Heike building that is no longer available, that he sold in O-scale. It was an O-scale flat that was about 24 inches tall by about 23 inches, about 24 inches tall by 20 inches wide. And he sold these. He would paint these and detail these, and I got an unpainted one. These are no longer available. And I custom painted this and added HO windows to it and turned it into a giant apartment building similar to what you see on the Franklin and South Manchester. And that big building goes in that space that I just showed you. Just had to move it out of the way because underneath it there'd be a stone porthole, second level, and the trains will dart out underneath this building. This is a cardboard mock-up of the B&O Grand Central Station. You You can see it's 24 inches tall. I'm going to be scratch building and kit bashing this out of different parts. And this is what it looked like in Chicago. Obviously, I don't model Chicago. I model Pugsburg. But in my world, in a world of fantasy, in Pugsburg, this railroad station will be planted. One of my very favorites. It has more room to breathe over here because I could have a yard behind it. So there's more room for it to breathe over here. But we'll see. It's a work in progress. Well, folks, roads have to be made. Buildings have to be put at different angles. Buildings have to possibly be changed around. There's a number of different things I'm going to play with while I'm in this stage, and I'll take you along on the journey. Folks, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. There's no email list. There's no cost to subscribe, and we need subscribers to help grow and promote the channel. And if you decide you ever want a city built, or you need help with your existing city, contact me at alpug1@verizon.net. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for updated episodes.